Good evening, good evening. Welcome back to the Anthony Brown Show. I'm your truly, Mr. Anthony Brown. Welcome to the special edition on this Sunday. I'm doing Father's Day. As we all know that a lot of men, especially black men, black fathers, don't always get a good rap. You know what I'm saying? So I want to take an opportunity myself personally to honor some very great black fathers out there that I've come in contact with, in my life. I've been doing interviews back to back. You can check out the other one I just did with Kelby Clark. And right now I have none other than Mr. Melo himself. Welcome to the show, Melo.
How you doing, sir?
Glad to have you on this episode not featuring, but honoring great black fathers. And that's what I see you as, one of those great black fathers.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So like
And
I
no
said,
in the world.
we have 14, 14 questions that have been strategically thought out. And once we answer these 14 questions, the world would better know Melo the way that I know you. Okay?
Okay.
Let's get right into it. The first question is, what is your superpower as a father? Because most kids see fathers as superheroes. What would you say your superpower is as a father?
Uh, ooh, that's interesting. I would guess I kind of see what's coming. Like I know what it takes to get where we're trying to go. So I know if you don't do what you're supposed to do here, it's not going to work out over there.
Okay,
I guess I would be. Yeah, I guess that's it.
okay. Number two, if you could mention three words that describe fatherhood to you, what would they be?
Uh, rewarding, rewarding. It's very rewarding. It's very frustrating and mm, very loving. Because I mean, there's nothing like the love of your children, but it's very frustrating at different points in time, and it's rewarding when you get the results for all the work you put in.
Okay. And number three, how do you balance fatherhood and your career?
Uh, well, my children have the most unique schedule I think ever. They play everything. It's always something, and nothing comes before their events. So whatever I have to do to make it happen, I make sure it's done because I'm not missing anything.
So fatherhood comes first.
Yes, very much so.
Okay, that's awesome. Four, is there ever a time that you feel overwhelmed with the challenges of being a father?
No, never. I always rise to the occasion. There's never a time where it's too much. Even when at moments that it seems like a lot, you break it down and get it done because there's nothing more important.
Okay, that's great. Great answer. Is there one thing in your life that you could change because it may have had a negative impact on your children or family? What is it? If there's one thing in your life that you could have changed that maybe had a negative impact on your family or your children.
I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason, and we wouldn't be what we are if everything didn't occur like it did. So, um, no, I feel like everything happens for a reason. Period.
So you wouldn't change anything.
No, no changes.
The bad and the good, you feel all of it, you learn from it.
The bad is necessary. If there was no bad, everything was rainbows and gumdrops. You would never know how to handle adversity or deal with things when it comes because it's coming.
That's true. That's true. Number six, how does your village, your family, or your tribe support you or motivate you in being a great father?
I motivate myself. I don't need anyone to motivate me or push me along in that category. I motivate myself. As far as I mean, anybody can use some assistance with different little things, but I motivate myself, and if there is no help, I'm going to get it done because that's what it has to be.
Period. 7. How important is spirituality and faith in your parenting dynamic?
Ooh. Uh, I don't, I don't. I'm not. I don't. I don't necessarily.
Practice a religion.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Um, it's not necessarily a. It's not something that I force upon my children. Like, yes, they've been to church. Yes, I attempt to get them to believe what I believe. But no, I don't force anything down their throat. No, I'm not telling you it has to be this way. It has to be that way. I mean, at some point, they're going to get older and start to question things just as I did and come up with their own synopsis.
So spirituality and faith is not important, or it is important.
I, I'm not going to say it doesn't matter, but it's not something that I force on my children.
Okay. Number 8. Is there a woman in your life that makes life easier?
My wife is everything, all of it. Anything you can think of, she is that too. On top of all the words that I use, she that too.
Okay. Fathers are superheroes, but not perfect. Name one thing that you would like to improve as a father.
I'm not a very patient person. I told you this is what needs to be done. This what you gonna do, and I'm not very patient about things of that nature. I could be, uh, I could talk a little more and attempt to understand their point of view, but I don't necessarily believe they have a point of view at this age. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It doesn't really matter what you think. You're going to do what I said because that's what we're doing.
So your household is more or less a dictatorship.
Not solely. I I ask for input when they have input to give. When I deem they have input to give, there are certain things that are non-negotiable, and a non-negotiable is a non-negotiable. And you talking, all that does is prolong getting done what needs to be done
Okay,
because you're going to do it.
I hear you. Number 10. Name one thing you've learned from your parents that you have implemented in your parenting.
Uh, uh, I mean, kind of, kind of everything. My parents, my parents laid down a solid example, at least in from my perspective. My parents laid down a solid example, so all of it ties in, and all of it is a part of me and a part of what I display and put out for my children.
Okay. Number 11. Who are some of the males that have influenced you in your fatherhood journey?
Uh, I'm my own lane kind of guy. I understand that I can't do what other people do, and I don't try to do what other people do. I Yeah. So I mean, I kind of do things how I feel. I don't necessarily use other examples because my child is not the same as theirs, and they're not the same person as me.
Okay, fair enough. Number 12. Share an experience shared with your child that caused you to become emotional.
Uh,
So don't be on here crying. Don't be on here
what?
crying.
Nah, bro, I don't even live like that, bro. It's all right. I don't live like that. It's okay. I mean, my I think I think my son shares a lot of different moments with my son are very very big for me because to see him doing well in all facets of his life, and and when I say all facets, I mean educationally, sports. He's excelling right now at everything. Anything he touches right now is going well. So it's all it's all a big deal for me because I want him to know how important it is and how big it is to me.
Mm, okay. So sometimes those moments become emotional for you.
Emotional. I'm not an emotional guy. I'm not really. I don't have a
Well,
lot of
that
emotions to
was the
give.
question. Share a moment that has been emotional.
Uh, uh, I mean,
Was it when the baby was coming out?
I I guess maybe that first skin to skin thing, thinking about all the things that are coming and all the different adventures and things that I'm going to have to deal with. That was a little emotional. That very first moment.
Okay. 13. How have you been supportive during the time that your child's mom went through postpartum?
Oh, I mean, I'm I'm there. Being there is half the battle. I'm there, and I'm up for whatever it is that we need to deal with. Go through whatever. I'm here for you. I'm here with you. I don't necessarily think she understands that all the time, but I am. I'm up for it. I'm here.
So was it crazy? Very emotional for her?
She's a woman.
Oh, God. And last question. Last question. Any advice for fathers or young dads around the world?
Uh, do what you do what you feel is right. It's not necessarily that you have to take advice from anyone or let anyone push you in any certain direction. Do what you feel is right, and I mean, make alterations if you deem something is not going the way in which you want. Everyone makes mistakes. Changes are necessary sometimes, but as long as you know in your heart of hearts that you're doing right by yourself and your child, I mean, it is what it is.
Well, thank you. That concludes our interview, and you've done well. Is there any special shout outs or any shout outs you'd like to give to anybody?
I would like to give a shout out to the producer of my children, the
That would
producer,
be
huh?
with the producer of your children.
Yeah, the producer. Put him out. Get him out here. Let's make it happen. Make it do what it do.
Oh. Well, everybody, thank you all for this moment. Thank you, Melo, for being with us this evening. Like I said, it'll be short and simple. 15, 20 minutes, we'll be out of here. And you've been hilarious, to say the least.
Just telling the truth.
Again, thank you all for watching. You know, if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Like I said, it costs you nothing to subscribe. Stay tuned for 8:30. We have another interview coming up, and that's going to be Legacy the Great. So make sure you watch that interview. We just had another one at 7 o'clock with Kelby Clark. We got one at 8:30, and I think one at 9 o'clock. I'm honoring and worshiping and lifting up great Black fathers in this world. Thank you, and good night.